I think today is like a perfect day. Yesterday was like the earthquake of everybody's life, knowing Mumdani won. And I should know, I've been seeing so many people just like losing it. A lot of my friends were not happy. Nobody was happy, but my friends from New York were unexpectedly happy. Now, how is that possible? Let me explain why, and due to how I come from New York and why this impact is not a new impact in their life. This impact is not a new impact in their life because around at the times of the early 1990s, so many Muslims and Christians would hang out together in like parties, date each other, which I posted pictures, pretty much everything, right? It was not like that. In fact, some of my family members done a lot for America, like, in New York, build apartments, things like that. My uncle's known for that in like Albany, New York, one of the areas to build like lots of apartments. It's known for that. And then, of course, a lot of my cousins and family members have served the United States Army and military, things like that. And then my cousin was like the first woman, the first Muslim woman to serve the United States Air Force and take the oath as a soldier. So I have a name in the early life, and that's why so many of my friends who actually thought I was directly stupid at one point, that hey, how could you not say a word for the Muslims, but you decided to know your enemy who's killing you as in Israel. And I'm just like, well, we were the same way at one point, weren't we? After 9/11, we were hated and things like that based on what, like, our own done due to some circumstances. But I lived through that chapter and I learned from it too. It's important to give another side a chance, so I did anyway. Now, why does Mumdani come into the picture? I am 38 years old and I'm local American, left an impact on all my friends, and I've never seen something like this in my life. That fact that one of my cousins ran for Democrat, I would say in 2022, but didn't have enough like votes to be a candidate or whatever, right? That's all local, right? And Mamdani won just like that. Now you think for a minute, how is that possible? How could you win and me, my family who lived here for so many freaking years, has an impact on so many communities, remembered for in so many things? They didn't make it this far, but they have many people's trust. And here, someone who's an immigrant, and he won just like that. That's a lot of mystery questions. Like, how did he win? And I told some of my friends in Texas the same thing. Like, he won. My cousin didn't have a chance, who's a local American, graduated from Albany, New York College, many different colleges, St. Rose, and all these places. A lot of my cousins are known for to graduate from college and get the highest of high degree. And here we have a story. Now, many people have asked me, like, do I trust him? Do I not trust him? Okay, so for me, it's very, very different, okay? I left an impact in New York, and I do not want that impact to change in New York. Not at all. Known for, like, when customers didn't have money and things like that. They didn't have money, almost anything, right? So when they didn't have money, my mom would not charge them and be like, okay, you can pay tomorrow, or it's okay if you don't have enough money. My mom would let them go. If like kids didn't have enough money to pay for like candies and things like that, my mom would let them go. It doesn't matter if they were Christian kids or Muslim kids. And sometimes at certain points, when it was my aunt who would run the convenience store, she would give like some of her favorite customers who were mixed people, of course, not just Muslims. I want people to get this right. She would give them like free candy bars and things like that because she really loved her customers like family. Like, hey, you live in the neighborhood, it's okay, you can pay tomorrow. And then it's no big deal when people used to get embarrassed and things like that. Oh, I forgot the money, right? So you grew up on that and things like that. That's why it's important. And then, of course, when my cousins, they all got married, they got married in really big communities and in fancy, big, huge New York parties that's remembered for, right? So it's a really big thing after so many decades. How can a new mayor suddenly change society, which you are known for? And for me, it's a really big thing. Being a local Pakistani Muslim and just watching him come in set an impact on so many people, and it just feels really different, Now, many people are asking me, do you trust him? You are not trust him. So here's my logic in order to answer that question. Exactly after 3-4 months, we are going to see the true result on who he is, just like when Donald Trump came into presidency he won, it took him 5, 6, 7 months to really understand what he's up to. And we are close to what? Close to a year ever since he won for 2025. Same for him. We can't tell like that. We really can't, right? It's only been a day. He won the votes. Okay, we get it. Main question is, as he speaks on the mic, is he telling the truth? And we are about to find that, I would say, 4 or 5 months. Have your patience and we will know he's telling the truth. Now, how does that affect me? Yes, it does. It affects me in very, very strict formats because I was a Muslim who was always loyal to non-Muslims in New York. We have many memories together from children to adulthood to teenagers. We've been through 9/11, things like that, when many Muslims stood up for me in 9/11, like when many Muslims were being bullied. So a lot of my Christian friends who spend time with me, not because of what politics say, but because they know me as a person, that, hey, we don't care, just leave her alone. A lot of my Christian friends stood up for me, you know? So whatever the politics do in extremism, that should not be an excuse. But from that time period till now, we spent amazing time together. Now all those girls are happily married and their moms. So yes, it's a really big deal to me, the impact I left on teachers, families, and my siblings of siblings who left in New York, on many people to be trusted. I don't want that to change. I do not want that to change. His one influence is going to impact me in many ways because I was a Muslim who was known there. If he fails, nobody's going to believe in a Muslim anywhere for New York that I'm known for. I'm known for, I don't want to give that up. I'm known for that in New York. Why would I want to just give that up because of this? It's going to impact me a lot. It never changed. I don't want it to change. It's always been there. Due to that influence, many of the New Yorkers, they ended up supporting the Palestinians and thought I was the stupid one. They literally said, like, are you stupid? How could you not say anything for them? But I'm like, it makes me miss what we also went through 9/11 when we were punished. And my honest friends were there for me who were non-Muslims who fought for me. So yes, everybody deserves a freaking chance to get to know them, what's the other side of the story, and then freaking make a choice, you know? And that's exactly what I did. And my friends thought I was crazy when they would watch like Al Jazeera, all these news networks to keep an update for the Palestinians, what Israel's doing. And I was probably the first one out of their club who told them what the Israelis are like. In fact, it's not even me. My best friend Lindsay Meissner, who's married, who's on to baby number 2, right? So we go many years back in school, and she just designs herself with the Palestinian scarf and the headband, and she literally bought it. I'm the one, I'm the Muslim, right? And I'm just like looking at her like, what are you doing? Why are you dressing like them when I'm the Muslim, right? But she's the Christian. She bought those things to support the Palestinian people. And she's like, why not? I want to show my care for the Palestinian people. I'm like, girl, you know me from New York, right? Do you trust me? So trust what I have to say as a Muslim. That's not the whole story. That's a portion of the story. Ever since then, she never posted a picture in the Palestinian uniform again, which is my best friend from high school. My best friend from high school used to model, do all these crazy things, and like go to people's houses and party sometimes, and grew up to be a model. She knows one of my cousins too. His name is Yasser Khan, a singer, right? And so my community people know a lot of people in New York. It's not just, I'm a Muslim. No, we know a lot of people in New York, okay? So his Zorhan Mumdani's big influence change is like an influence on our long past decade history in New York. And that's like us local, you're gonna knock out our history, who live here, who made this influence. Are you really gonna knock it out? Yeah, that's pretty effective. People may not see it that way, but it's effective, very effective. Now, some people say that he is going to run by the Democrat rules. That's in. Now, I ask everybody, I know my viewers are like, my internet's down. It's been down for a couple of days, so that's why my viewers are like shrinking. So like, I have a question for you all, and I want you to answer this with pride. If you have a candidate, what are your expectations from a candidate? Do you want it for the housing? Do you want it for a living? Do you want it for the prizing? Away from politics, who gets to rule? What are your expectations from a candidate? Do you want a better living? housing, price cuts, something free that's going to help the people on streets, anything like that, because that's what I debate on the Pakistani politics all the time, that hey, you need to give it, you need to give it, you need to give it, and whatever these radical organizations say, they need to like go. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot to understand and things to see, you know? So same here. Same here. Who agrees and who disagrees? I know there are many Israelis who are upset. I can see it. Some are got really emotional. Some even cut away from me for a couple of days because I'm a Muslim, but I'm here. It's okay, I get it. You're not happy with the candidate. I get it. I'm not mad. It's not like it's me. I'm deeply emotional too. When I live here, I'm born here. And my local cousin who went to college and all graduated from schools lost. Well, the new guy who's an immigrant, he won just like that. Yeah, I have a different impact. He won just like that. Versus someone who's local, did hard work to win. He didn't win, but a local guy, a newcomer won. How crazy is that? Yes, so I'm affected too, but a lot of people just won't see it. Now, what to expect from him? If he's going to do his responsibility to fulfill the needs of the citizens, that's not much I can say because that's what they requested from him. Like housing, everybody needs housing. Taxes have their own ranges. And free buses, depending on stuff, and making rent go down. So, these are things that I cannot stop, but I am expecting more from him. Like, for example, those American Israelis who live in New York. Now that you won, you still have to look at the responsibility to fulfill their needs. There's always a candidate that we like and we don't like, but you have to find ways to make things work. So, in my eyes, he has to find a compromise to make with the American Israelis who live in New York. Now that he's won, not play the side game, because that's how we were. There are a lot of people we faced, like, I would say about like 1 or 2 people like that who didn't like my parents. Not a lot. A lot of people knew my parents. And my friends, families, mixed circles, it was like the best time compared to Texas, right? So we made it work. We made compromise. We did everything. And that reminds me of a time when I worked for this lady called, what's her name that I shared on my stream one time? Her name is Evangelina Garza, right? So Evangelina Garza was someone I knew. I used to like work for and stuff. And she was kind of biased. Yes, she was. She was very biased. So anybody who's intelligent and things like that, whether it's an Indian or whatever, like American, local American, she would not hire. She would only hire her own people as Mexicans and only lift up Mexicans and be there for Mexicans when she's black. She would not lift up anybody else. Okay? So, in the end, she started cheating people. She ripped off their checks and did a lot of stuff and not give them enough hours. But to her people, she made it look like, oh, I'm going to bring you good. It was good for a year, but now in 2025, 3 years later, she's unknown and under some investigation like that. Everybody's on the lookout for her. So when you're biased, it may seem great at first, but the result's not good. Because in the end, the world works with many circles, and when you need a seat, you need them to cooperate. That's how business is supposed to work. You're supposed to cooperate. Now, if he won, he has to make a cooperation with the Israelis as citizens, because that's a leader's job. You have to make some like cooperation with the people you don't like, or why be there, right? You have to make it with there's the people who like you, and then there's the people who don't like you. But you have to make it work as a leader. You just do. You can't just say as a leader that, hey, you need to go because you're this. That's what Evangelina learned the hard way, that when she would hire her own people, it may seem great at first. It was good for 1 or 2 years. But after that, people stopped coming. Now, if people are going to stop coming, who's going to pay you? Your own don't need help every single day. Do they? Does your own club need help every single day compared to normal different type of customers who are different circles? No, right? So the money stopped, things like that. And then when her own people were caught, yeah, who's gonna play the clean game? And it's always like, oh, not me, you did it. Oh, not me, you did it. And then she's still unheard when she lives like what, 5-10 minutes away. Her business is like 5-10 minutes away from me, walking distance. One time I trespassed and I took a peek in it, and boy, oh boy, it's like haunted in there. It's disgusting in there. Oh, it's like you get like these weird vibes. Like, I don't want to go in there. I get this all the time when I trespass that building. When I used to once upon a time, I used to be part of that building, and if I know she was playing me and she set me up, but luckily I woke up and my friend told me that that's what she's doing. And I'm like, how's that possible? Because you trust, right? How's that possible that she's playing me? She's like, she isn't. Then she gave me evidence. She showed me what stuff meant. She showed me what entrapment means, things like that, you know? So people who believe that trust your own circle does not need help every single day. You do need other members to help you get around. That's just how life is. Undoning, pum. Hi, my fans are coming in. So yeah, I'm just discussing about Zorhan Mumdani, that he may have won, but he has to make things work from all directions of New York. I know there's going like some weird disagreements between Israeli Jews and well, him and some citizens over there like cheering like, oh, Mumdani, you know. For me, it's different. Like I said, I'm local. I have many connections in New York, and I had an impact in New York on many people. My family's an oldest of all siblings. For me, it's different. And yeah, I'm going to post those links once I'm done from streaming who were my family members. One ran for Democratic candidate in one of the fields. One served the Air Force. Another one is a cousin. And one of the cousins bought the Colony Central Mall in Albany, New York. So my cousins have done a lot of things for New York that I'm going to say that, oh, I'm a nobody. No, my cousins and my family members have a big name in New York. And it's amazing who's an immigrant. I don't reveal my name on YouTube, but I will reveal it if you come to my Discord community. It's for safety purposes. But like, yeah. But you can call me Moon. Moon, that's what you can call me. Let me get rid of this. So if you guys have any questions or concerns on Zorhan Mumdani, ask me and see if I can answer, because I'm local. He's an immigrant. I'm a local born American Muslim with Pakistani parents. He's an immigrant who's running the chair. So you think for a minute, hey, how'd you win? I was local. My own family didn't win the Democratic seat, but you won. How? Right? That's what I see when I look at him. I really do. Like, how the hell did you win? My family couldn't win, but you won as an immigrant? What gives? And the world's like shouting like crazy, giving him all the party. And my reaction is like, I followed the rules. How did I not win? How did my siblings not win? We followed the rules. We went to American colleges. We followed the Americans' laws, but we didn't win, but he won. And then I have all these people who are like, you know, different type of Jews who are like writing me messages that you should support this, you should support that. And I'm like, this is not really my fight, that I'm somebody to criticize an Israeli Jew or someone who's Jewish who doesn't believe in the Jewish state. That is not my place. My job is, as a born citizen, say what's fair about the American people. And then, of course, educate the Pakistani people how to respect America. It's important knowing that we have supported America, and a lot of my siblings have served well as Pakistani Americans, so it's a big role. And of course, prevent any radical education, because I wanted to share this a long time ago, that people, I don't know if you want to hear from me, that what the Sharia law actually stands for and how it's being used. Like for me, example, this shirt, right? Dress elegant and like be a little bit respectful, things like that, you know? It's not too bad. I like the shirt. That's as deep as I can get. So I like the shirt. It's really comfortable. It's nice and things like that. That's linked to the Sharia law, like how you dress like, right? Instead, people use it as a weapon. Weapon. Like, do what we say or die. Do what we say or die. And they make billions and billions of dollars by preaching this ideology when that's not how it's supposed to be used. I'm right here in front of you. This is part of the Sharia law, how you dress. Just dress elegant, respectful, and the shirt's comfortable. I'm wearing it. Yeah, Some people don't follow the Sharia law. They don't want to Jews do it too. That's no big deal. I mean, it's a shirt. Some people don't follow the Sharia law. That's absolutely, but they follow the diet. Diet's also part of the Sharia law, or do charity, things like that. These are all part of Jewish laws too. Instead, the extremist organization teach it like, be under one black dress, live the way they want you to live, do what they want you to do in extremist organization. That's what you don't need. That is not what you need. That needs to be terminated. That's never again, that should not be in anybody's government. That's the problem in many countries, societies. There's a difference between the secular Muslim countries versus the extremist Muslim countries. And it looks like this is where America did wrong. Something just cut my stream. So like, yeah, this is what I feel that needs to be done, and it needs to be said. America has always gave religious freedom, and never extremist ideology was allowed in America, because I'm sitting here in front of you. The way I'm dressed, this is called being dressed elegant, which we consider part of the Sharia law. The way I'm dressed right here, elegant, just respectful enough, right? And like I said, it's a comfortable shirt. What's wrong with it? That's considered a portion. But the way the extremist people do it, they take their own extremist ideology and enforce it into the government and make sure that everybody follows it. I'm against that, because those are for me. These rules is my business. It's not to harass the Christians. It's not to harass the Jews. It's not to harass the Hindus. It's for me. It's for me. Me. And if people feel that Zorhan Mumdani is going to launch a religious organization into the government, then I'm going to say he's the craziest person alive. Because we never bought any type of these movements as Muslims in New York. Ever. Ever. Never. And if he does that, then I am officially destroyed as a Muslim. My name, for anybody who has ever trusted me, remembered my family, I am forever destroyed. Yes, yes, it has an impact on me, because that's not how my family treated people. That's not what my family told people to do. That's not what my people said to anybody to do. So it's a big thing, really big thing, that hey, I never said anybody in my lifetime alive to one New Yorker that you need to follow the Islamic rule. Those are for me. And you're ruining my name as a leader who's an immigrant versus someone local who lived here. Yeah, that's an impact on me. I never harassed anybody as a local Pakistani American. Invite people to my house. So what he does on that mic, he better not bring in the Islamic into the government system. Then I'm going to be a mad American as a Muslim, because I never did that. I never did that. I never bought any of these words into the government of New York, or ever asked anybody to ever influence it. Ever. So that's like a big mud on my face for people who know me. Forever. If they tell me that, hey, what do you call it? What is this? Is this the Muslim culture? We're being forced to follow these laws and things like that. What the hell am I going to say? Because I never said that to them. Am I going to tell them that no, suddenly out of middle of nowhere, it's allowed? No, it is not allowed. It never was. It never was. So yes, his win is a really big impact on me. He can liberally destroy me tomorrow. That's how much power he has. He's a local with Hindu parents who converted into Shia Islam. He can literally destroy my reputation tomorrow as a Muslim with that power. Yes, that's a big impact on me, because as a Muslim American, I never told anybody in New York that you need to wear hijab, you need to wear that black dress, you need to read the Quran. That's my business. Mine. And if he says that to people, that that's what you're supposed to do, you are destroying my name. You're destroying my respect, my friendship with all the people in New York who know me for. They're not going to believe in the meaning of a Muslim again after meeting him. That's important to me. Very important to me because I never did those things. I'm 38 years old and I never forced a person to ever wear a hijab. You like it? Great. You don't like it? It's fine. But not force it to wear it. No. My cousin who bought the Colony Central Mall, he used to convert people on their choice. It's never you pay me millions of dollars and you just have to convert. No. If they wanted to know the religion, my cousin who took education here, not from Syria, not from Jordan, not from Pakistan, not from all these other places, he took religious education from local America. And if anybody who wanted some information that, hey, we want to know, my cousin would tell him this is how, and any other questions, just ask, and they live the way they want to, how it's supposed to be. Not go pull someone's ear that you have to wear a hijab, you have to wear a hijab, you have to wear a hijab now. We never did those things, ever, ever. I've seen people come to my cousin's wedding and borrow some of our clothes like shalwar kameez or any of that stuff to enjoy the spirit of a wedding. Okay, you want to wear one of our outfits? Here you go. If that fits you, enjoy while you can. That's what the spirit's supposed to be like. Then instead, force people, you need to wear a hijab. No, no, no. No forcements, no. It's always a choice. So for me, Mumdani's win is a big, big change versus my 38 years living here, born here, never ever went to that level, to the fact that when my own cousin challenged the Democrats, he didn't make it to the candidate field. And here, Mumdani, the immigrant, he won versus a local who's a local American, Pakistani born, raised here with the graduated from these colleges, everything. We didn't get any chances, but he did. That's like a life change in the Muslim world. If he does anything that is not promised and he enforces things how the Israelis see him, then that impact is not on nobody, but that's an impact on me. As being someone raised in New York, raised with mixed culture, raised with someone who would always invite Christians to all our parties, everything, to our weddings, into many different things in New York, helped many communities. That one change is going to have the biggest impact in my life. And it's like all my friends who ever believed in a Muslim relationship growing up, they're not going to believe in one anymore if he is how Israelis see him. So now how to break the tie. Now how to break the tie, which side is telling the truth. The way to break the tie is you give it 3-4 months and see what he does. Okay, that's the best gamble you can make. 3-4 months. Oh, thank you, India one. I love you too. I told you, I love all Indians. I don't care what the politics see things. I love all Indian citizens. I have nothing against them. But it's true. We can't say anything. We just have to see what he does. I don't mind if you're a Hindu or like a Jew or a Christian on my channel. We really don't have a choice. When you're a leader, you deal with the good and bad things. We clearly don't have a choice. And I know a lot of the Hindu community in India may not be satisfied. Some are, some aren't. But now he's the leader and he has to make things work for the people he likes versus the people he don't like. He still has to find a solution to make things work for them too. That's what a leader is supposed to do. And we can't say anything till 3-4 months of who he really is. And the real result, we're going to see in 3-4 months. That's the best advice I can give to everybody who's down, depressed, upset. This felt like a major earthquake yesterday ever since he won. But for me, this is pretty serious. Because I'm known for, and he can destroy me in one hit if he wanted to. One. Just one, by his rules. One. My forever reputation destroyed by his one announcement how he's going to do things. And that's very, very, very serious for me. Yes, you can see the sound of my reaction. I want to keep the things the way it is, how I left it as a Muslim. impacting 1,000. I do not want it to change. He destroys that. He destroys my longtime name in New York. Being a Muslim with impact on 1,000 people. Which is why my reaction would be just like anybody that, hey, I live here. Who's the new guy on the block? Who are you? That is my reaction when I see him. Like, who's the new guy on the block? I've been here. I'm local. Many of my people fought for the office. I'm local, and you won in one punch? Yes, that's pretty surprising. We live here local. We couldn't win, but this new guy won. Who's an immigrant, who studied outside. Big change. Big one. So I hope people, if they have any questions for me, now's the time to ask. It will be a perfect time to ask. Best I can answer for you as someone raised in New York, and all my brother and sisters are born in New York. If there's any questions you guys feel I should answer for New York, now is the time to clearly ask me. Yeah. So how do you feel about Mumdani? Like, anybody? Like, I know there's a lot of people who agree, and then there's many who disagree. And the answer is not in our hands. The answer is not by calling him mean. The answer is based on what he stated and how he's going to make everybody's wishes come true based on what he stated. I don't post my personal family members on here, but yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I don't really post personal information on here, but yeah, I am. I'll answer that question for you. India one, yes, I am. Any other questions that people have about Mumdani? I know he's from a different culture, and like, when it comes to really in the spirit of getting votes, he has his own thing. I had my own thing too in New York. I'm not gonna lie, I had my own spirit on people, impact on people. People love coming to my family parties, events, biggest events that my aunt used to throw. So he's a guy. He knows how to set an impact. I'm not gonna lie about that. But the question is, whatever he's saying, is he honest? That's what we need to see. That's what we need to see. And that's the only way we know, is he honest or not. We can't say just, do you like... I'm okay right now, but thank you. I'm okay right now. I'll take that as a compliment that you're calling me pretty, and well, I like to have somebody. I'm okay right now. But yeah, any other questions for Mumdani other than me? Away from me. The topic's Mumdani, not me. Who has anything to say regarding Mumdani? Like, any questions regarding Mumdani? This will be the time to ask me. Like, what do I feel needs to be done for New York as someone who's from New York? So, any questions? Any questions? We just know we have to take our chances, and we need to see what he does. And as of today, we just need to see what he does, and we need to wait on the result. Best I can say to everyone, don't lose hope. I know it's upsetting. Yes, we have our days where we're really mad from the world, what just happened, and we don't want it to happen. But when it happens, we have to find a way to walk with it, because time doesn't reverse itself. Hey, I want to be a child again. Can I go back to New York being a child? I loved my time. That's what I want. I want to be a little girl again in my school generation time. I don't want this time to go any farther. It's getting ugly. That's what I want. But yeah, so I want people to understand that I know a lot of people are concerned for Mumdani, and they have many disagreements, but the best thing is you need to let nature take its place and see what he's eligible to do, and just believe on the results as he spoke. Results speak the real truth, that what he stated and who he actually is. If you're not going to let the result take its place as he spoke, you're never going to know. So my best advice to anybody who's Israeli, I know they're not happy with him winning. Trust in time. I'm a Pakistani Muslim American. Hey, I lost. My family lost. Be that. I live here. He beat us too. He beat my cousin, who was the Democrat candidate. He beat my cousin too. I feel no less than you do. I followed the rules. I followed everything. All the American laws, everything what you're supposed to do. But I didn't win. My family member didn't win. And him, yeah, he won. with this whatever impact he brought on people and said to people. Now the question is, let's see if he means any of those things. That's what we need to see, and we're gonna find that out in like the 2-3 months, basically. We can't say anything before that. We really can't. No matter how much we are angry, no matter how much we are mad, sad, mad that we just want to, do something chaotic, we can't. We just have to see 3-4 months what does he mean his word. And I'm telling you, that guy can destroy me tomorrow by a big change on that mic, because I'm a local Muslim American. With this one change, it's going to impact my name. I live here. I'm from here. I know everything. And I don't want people asking me, like, are Muslims supposed to be like that versus those who know me from my childhood? I don't want people asking me that. No. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So yes, it's very, very important what he does. Very. And we just have no choice but to trust our instincts and pray whatever he said, no negative impact, and give it a chance. And Israelis, if you live in New York, hold on to your flags. Don't get mad. Give it a chance. Let the result take its place. And you have your right to ask as a citizen that, hey, our needs need to be fulfilled too. But don't just run away and be mad and angry. No. Not a lot of people are convinced. I mean, like I said, I'm a Pakistani. I'm local. He's Indian. His family's Indian. He's born in South Africa, and he immigrated to America. So yes. Me as a local, that's a very big deal to me, because I follow the rules. I'm from here. I'm born here. I live here. We follow the laws. We follow the Constitution, what America instructs us to do. And he won like that. That's a very big deal, Israelis. Very, very big deal, Israelis. So my advice to the Israelis that I feel no less than you do, but you need to let nature take its place. And in order to expose him, let 3 months pass and see what he fulfilled. Then, if you feel he did not fulfill as he spoke, and he makes the government into Islamic government, then you have every right to shout like you do. Okay? That, hey, he turned the government into some Islamic government. Then you have every right to scream on streets and shake your flags, do whatever. But before 3 months, give it a chance. Test him, monitor him, and see what he does. Best answer. Results never lie. So, any more questions before I close the stream? Yes. I'm shocked as anybody else. Trust me, this is a real test for me being a Muslim. Known for, like I said, his one eligibility can destroy my long-time reputation, known as a Muslim in New York. It's a really big deal. And that's what I fear. That if he brings like all these Islamic Republicans, who are going to get the questions? I am, that, hey, Muna, is this supposed to be like what you're supposed to do? Or this is how a Muslim's supposed to be? And then what am I going to say? These are not my rules. I didn't bring these here. I'm from here. He bought them here. So yeah, it's a big deal. Very, very big deal. So I hope people understand. And Israelis, I know you're pissed off as hell. Give it some time. Muslims, remember one thing on my channel, that Islam should be practiced in your house, not publicity on streets. You're welcome to go on mosques. That's the country giving you that freedom. Don't take advantage and enforce it on other people. That announcement should be for you only, nobody else. So, and I'm just going to conclude my stream here, because I want people to understand not much can be done till we say 3 months go by and see who he is. Best cure. Any other questions before I close out the stream? I know. Earthquake yesterday. Mumdani won. Earthquake yesterday. The biggest earthquake of all. Mumdani won. I know. Everybody kept asking me. And this is my personal experience, how I felt. It's really personal to me. If his one move, he can destroy me. My longtime name in New York. And I'm in shock mode. Big one. Big one. and it's probably never going to leave my life, that after decades of 2,000 years, that one guy has the ability to even knock out Muslim voices when I'm local. I went to these colleges, American colleges, everything. My family has a history helping America, and one guy knocked everything out. So folks, stay tuned. Yeah, I might be traveling next month. I want people to know that I might be traveling next month, and I'm gonna show you some clips, shorts on my page where I'll be going. I don't know what the trip is for. I'm just letting everybody know now. I don't know what it's for, but I'm invited, and I'm gonna post pictures of it, what it is. And till then, like, I'm gonna post little captures of what it is. So stay tuned, y'all. And it was nice to talking to you today, because I know everybody's stressed out from yesterday, but just stay calm about it. We need to hold on to our emotions and see what the guy does. Best answer. Take care, guys. I'm gonna end the stream, and feel free to subscribe my channel. And if I haven't got a chance to do podcasts yet, because stuff has been really slowed down about a lot of things. So what am I gonna bring a podcast on for? So I haven't got a chance. This was recent news, new guy on the block, so I bought it over. So best answer, stay tuned, and feel free to subscribe my channel if you enjoy my stuff. I share a little bit of everything, talk here and there, yeah. And this is current, major earthquake, yeah. Take care, guys. It was nice to see you all. And I'm gonna stop this stream.